Hi friends, thanks for joining me once again. This practice will be a strong and slow flow so that we can open into hips and shoulders and just invite more space in. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's do this. All right, we'll arrive onto our bellies today. If you have blocks at hand, you're welcome to use them for this practice, but they won't be necessary. And then from our bellies, you'll bring your forearms down towards the earth. We're starting off in Sphinx pose. And so your inner thighs are working. Press more firm into the tops of the feet. And we'll just start to play with some cat-cows. As you inhale, gaze comes up, belly drops. And as you exhale, you round the spine. Gaze to navel. And inviting the breath in here. Notice how much space there is for your breath to flow and your ability to root down and towards the earth so you feel stable and supported. And that ability invites you in. And take the next 3 rounds of breath here. You'll find your own rhythm, your own cadence. And then on your next inhale, can you come all the way through? Press firm into your hands, lift your heart, shoulder blades gather into the back body. Take another inhale. As you exhale, you lower all the way down. Now extend your right arm into a cactus. Good. And then you'll root down into your strong left hand. And then just peel over into the front of the shoulder. Good. You might need to peel a little, or you can peel a lot depending on how much space there is in your shoulder. No need to go further than the body wants. Take the next 5 rounds of breath. And so in this place of stillness, can you cultivate the breath here? You notice its power, but also its ability to invite ease in the body. You'll find yourself back to center, and then we work the left arm into our cactus, peel over. Let your cheek rest, and you're just opening really gently here, acknowledging that the body isn't too warm, and so you're not pushing or striving anywhere. Instead, you're just seeing what's available and inviting the breath in. 3 more rounds. You'll find yourself back to center. Now press up into a tabletop. And your knees track underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. And then you'll gently walk your hands forward into an Anahatasana, a melting heart. Again, working your shoulder blades onto the back body. If this is altogether too much, you might widen out your hand. Maybe you're working into a child's pose and eventually inviting even more extension. If you're in child's pose, can you still make this action really active by planting firm into your hands? You might even be able to lift your elbows up off the mat. Take the next 3 full rounds of breath here. And then wherever you landed, we'll work back into a tabletop. Float just your right leg high to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee, and start working big circles, feeling into the full range of motion of your right hip. You might even go in the opposite direction. Here for another 3. Take it exaggerated. Good. Now stack your hip, bend your knee. Feel that space. And root more firm into your left hand. Peel open into a modified side plank. You might stay here. Or you can reach your right hand behind you, catch a bind. Flex a lot into your foot. Feel your shoulder blades connect into the back body. Take another breath in. A nice long exhale out. If you have the bind, release the grip. Step your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Connect it in, and then guide yourself up. Slide your right hand down your right leg. Reach your left arm up and over. Feel your whole side body stretch. Take another inhale. As you exhale, bring both hands, both knees down towards the mat. Tabletop. Float just your left leg high. Stack your hip, bend your knee, working big circles. And can you really feel into your full range of motion of your hip? Notice where there's space. Maybe there's sticky bits that you're working through. You might even go in the opposite direction. Here for 3. And last 2. Next time you lift your knee up high to the sky, stay there. Kickstand your right shin, root down into your right hand, and then peel open into a modified side plank. You might stay here, or you can reach your left arm behind you, work into your bind. Feel your shoulder blades connect into the back body. Feel the space that exists there. Take another full inhale. As you exhale, release the bind if you have it. Step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat, and then rise up nice and strong. Your left hand guides down your left leg. Reach up and over. Good. Can you feel the space from your right knee towards your right fingertips? Take another inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands all the way down towards the mat, back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes, press back into downward facing dog. Good. You might pedal at the feet, even sway hips from side to side here. What do you need from this moment? 3 more breaths. Gaze in the space between your hands. Step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, you half lift. And an exhale, you fold over. Inhale to reach your arms all the way up. Full body stretch, expand. Hands to heart on the exhale. Good. Inhale, you reach your arms up. As you exhale, you dive down, you fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And an exhale to fold. Your left foot takes a giant step back. Back knee comes down. Inhale, you rise up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Good. Now drop your right hand towards your right hip. Reach your left arm up. Good. Okay. Now bring your fingertips so they reach all the way high to the sky. Your heart is square to the top of the mat. Now gently guide your right hand down towards your left, or your right hand, what's this called? Your left hand down towards your left hip, and then reach it up. So you're working just in like a half circle. Good. Pressing firm into the top of the left foot, a half circle with the left arm. Good. Nice work. Inhale, reach your arm all the way up, and then we'll tip off towards the right. Good. Again, inner thighs are strong. Can you feel the space into the front of the left hip? Now reach your hand down towards your left hip again, and then take that same half circle, but you're tipping a little bit more forward. So getting into a different part of the front of the thigh. Good. Here for 3. And you feel all that space into your shoulder as you're moving. Good. Last 2. Really nice. Drop both hands down towards the mat. Tuck your back toes, a low runner's lunge. And then walk yourself towards the long edge side of the mat. All 10 toes face the same. Now you'll bend a lot into the left knee. It's a side lunge. You'll bring your right hand down towards the mat. Keep your right leg straight. Bend a lot into your left knee. Slide your booty back. And then float just your left arm up. Good. As you exhale, drop your left hand down. Bend a lot into your right knee. Float your right arm up. Good. And you'll just move from side to side. Bending a lot, sliding your booty back. This doesn't have to look like much of anything. You're just feeling into the space, into your hips. You notice the length of your spine, and your shoulder blades start to collect into the back body. Good. Next time that you bend into your left knee, hold it there. Take a breath. And then you'll walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Your right toes will point forward. Stay high on the ball of the back foot. Step back into plank. Good. Slow lower, chaturanga. Draw your heart through cobra or up dog. Send your hips back. Downward facing dog. A full breath in. Let that breath go. Gaze in the space between your hands. Step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, you half lift. And an exhale to fold. Your right foot takes a giant step back. Good. Back knee drops down. Inhale, you rise up. Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. Good. And then we'll work into the hip, into the shoulder. Your left hand drops towards your left hip. Reach your right arm high to the sky. But now reach it forward and guide it beside your right hip. Good. Taking half circles, reaching forward. Feel your shoulder blades onto the back body. Notice the space that exists. Last two. And next time that you reach your arm up, hold it there. Now tip off towards the left. Good. Hey, can you feel your shoulder blades gather? And then we'll take those same half circles, but working just a little bit more into the side of the body. And really finding lots of space into the front of the right hip. And stay with me here for two. One more round. Drop both hands down towards the mat. Tuck your toe, lift your knee. Walk yourself towards the long hip side. All 10 toes face the same. Good. Take a full breath in. Let it out. Interlace your hands behind you. Press your palms together to tuck. And you fold. This clasp doesn't feel quite right for you. You might grab a towel. Maybe work into opposite elbows. Can you allow your chin to draw more towards your throat? You might invite some stillness. Maybe there's a sway working from side to side. And press more firm into your heels. Any of the tension that exists in the body, can you just send it towards the earth? Here for another 3. Last 2. Root down into your heels. Inhale, you rise up all the way, nice and strong. Okay, your left toes point towards the top of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. Bring your right hand down towards your leg. Reach your left arm up and over. Exalt. Straighten out your front leg. Feel your whole side body stretch. And then exhale into a modified extended side angle. Bring your left forearm down towards your thigh. And then reach your right arm all the way up and over. Go ahead, reaching your fingertips forward. Press more firm into your right foot. Let's go again. Inhale. Straighten out your front leg. Reach up and back. As you exhale, extended side angle. Good. We'll do that one more time. All the way up, straighten out your front leg, feel your whole side body, and then exhale. Good. Inhale, you rise up. Good. Now all 10 toes face the side. Reach both arms up, 5-pointed star. And then as you exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Your right toes point forward, extend out. Nice. Flip your front palm, extend yourself back, exalt. Keep your arms, straighten out your front leg, feel your whole side body. As you exhale, you take that modified extended side angle. Bring your right forearm down towards your thigh, reach your left arm up and over. Good. And then we float all the way up, extend back, straighten out your front leg. And now you tip forward. Good. Feel the space in the side body. Good. Rise up all the way. Nice and strong. Straighten out. All 10 toes face the side. 5-pointed star. You're happy to be alive. And then exhale, fold forward. Now start to walk yourself forward so your left toes now point towards the top of the mat. Step back into plank. Slow lower, chaturanga. Draw your heart through. Send your hips back. Downward facing dog. A deep breath in. Let that breath go. You might take one more round, you choose. A deep breath in. Sigh it all away. Good, take another round. Big sigh out. Now gaze in the space between your hands. Step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, you half lift. And an exhale to fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Full body stretch, expand. Hands to heart on the exhale. Okay, you're at the top of your mat. Root down into your strong right foot and then cross your left ankle over your thigh for a standing figure four. Flex a lot into your foot. Guide your left knee down. Bring your hands towards heart center. Now feel your shoulder blades connect into the back body. Good. You can stay here. You might work into an arm balance, or maybe you slide your left shin or your left tricep across so that your tricep works into your left foot rather. Good. Now breathe here for 3. Wherever you landed is exactly where you're supposed to be. Last 2. Inhale to rise all the way up. Gather your left shin in towards you. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Good. Now you'll kickstand your left foot all the way so your pinky edges meet. Inhale to reach up, expand. As you exhale, you fold all the way forward. And you might need blocks for this. Maybe you bend a lot into your knees. You can sway from side to side. Feel you're working into the side of the glute. Last 2 rounds of breath here. Now your toes together to touch. Bring your hands towards your hips. Rise up all the way. Reach up. Catch your left wrist with your right hand, and then you'll reach over towards the right. Good. Okay, now we'll take a big circle all the way down. Go slow. Working all the way from your wrist to your left side body. Good. And we'll go the same direction, so towards the right. Come all the way back up. Take your time, enjoy it. Hands to heart. And Tadasana, mountain pose. A deep breath in. Let that breath go. Root firm into your left foot. Cross your right ankle over your thigh, standing figure four. Flex a lot into your foot. Again, staying here is exactly where you can be. Maybe you're working into an arm balance. If you'd like to work into the twist, your right tricep drives across towards your right foot, hands connect at prayer. Feel your shoulder blades gather into the back body. Root more firm into your left big toe mound. Breathe here for another 2. Last full round. And you come all the way back to center. Hug your knee in towards your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Okay, your right leg will cross all the way behind. Pinky edges meet. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, you dive all the way down. You fold. Draw your chin in towards your throat. You might sway and rock from side to side, just working into the side of the body. So good. Okay, your toes will come together to touch. Bring your hands towards your hips. Inhale, you rise up nice and strong. Reach your arms up. Okay, now it's your right wrist. You reach up and over. And we'll take that big circle This doesn't have to look like anything necessarily. You're just feeling so much space into the side body. Really nice. Next time you come to center, and you'll come all the way back towards the left. Circle up. Ooh, that feels good. Okay, reach up, expand. Dive down, you fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, you fold. Good, root firm into your right foot. And then you'll drive your left heel up towards the sky for standing splits. But you might explore a little or a lot here. Inner thighs are strong. As you draw your chin more towards your throat, can you look behind you? You might even bring one, maybe both hands towards your calf. Have a bit of play here for 3. Keep on driving your left heel up for 2. That's it, giant step back into your low runner's lunge. Now float just your right arm up. There's your twist. Reach your right arm forward. Feel your whole side body. Plant firm, reach out and expand. Take another inhale. As you exhale, drop your hand to the inside edge. Walk yourself to the longish side of the mat. All 10 toes face the same. Rise up all the way. Good. Now your left toes point towards the back of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. Good, we tip forward, extended side angle. You might stay here, maybe you're working into a half bind. You can even start to explore a full bind, connecting your hands behind you. Can you start to lift your heart up towards the sky? Press firm into your back foot. Here for 3. Nicely done, last 2. And 1, release, take a breath. As you exhale, drop both hands towards the back of the mat. Come up high on the ball of the back foot. Left leg goes all the way up and back. Now stack your hip, bend your knee. Feel that space. Lift out of the waist. As you exhale, drive your left knee across the body. Kick off to the side, and then open up for a fallen star. Now can you consider this a back bend? Root firm into your right hand. Shoulder blades connect. Reach and explore. Take another full inhale. As you exhale, 3-legged downward facing dog. Nicely done. Now bring your foot all the way through to the top of the mat. Okay, this is a listen carefully moment. Now you'll walk all 10 toes so they point towards the left. You'll flex a lot into your right foot. Good. Nice. All right, now root down into your right foot. Reach your left arm up and over. As you exhale, gaze towards your left hand. Good. Inhale to reach up. And exhale, bring it down. Here for another 3. That's it. Last 2. Nicely done. 1 more round. Good. Now sit down into your right hip and you'll roll all the way over. Keep your right foot straight and then bring your left foot in towards your inner thigh. Inhale for length and then exhale, you fold. Good. Flex more into your right foot. Lengthen out of your waist. Take another breath in and then exhale, you fold over. Just 5 rounds of breath here, not forever. Don't get too even comfortable here. You're feeling into the space that exists in the body. 1 more round. And now step into your right foot, your left knee. Reach your left hand behind you and press your pelvis forward. Root down, lift out of the waist. Take another inhale. As you exhale, you sit down. Extend both legs forward. Take a breath. Exhale, side away. Crossing your ankles. Come back into plank. Good. Slow lower chaturanga. Draw the heart through. Send your hips back. Downward facing dog. A deep breath in. Let that breath go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, you half lift. And an exhale to fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Full body stretch. Dive down, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Root down into your strong left foot. Kick your right leg high to the sky, standing splits now. Good, use your inner thighs. Kick your heel up even higher to the sky. Draw your chin more towards your throat, lengthen out of the waist. Here for 3. Nice, strong, full breath for 2. Good, giant all the way back, big step. Your right toes high on the ball. Now float just your left arm up, there's your twist. Reach your left arm forward, feel the space into the side body. Can you lengthen from back heel all the way towards your left fingertips and then peel open. Take another inhale. As you exhale, drop your left hand to the inside edge of your foot and then walk yourself to the long edge side of the mat. All 10 toes face the same. Bring your hands towards your hips. Hold halfway. Shoulder blades collect into the back body. Breathing here for 3. Nice strong connection for 2. Inhale, rise up. Good. Your right toes point towards the top of the mat. We're back to it. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. And then we'll take our extended side angle. A great place to be. Forearm down towards your thigh. Reach your arm. Maybe you're working into a half, maybe a full bind. You choose what's available for you today. And then can you breathe into that space, holding the bind if you can. Start to guide your heart up for 3. Good, last 2. And 1, release the bind if you have it. Bring both hands down towards the mat. Come up high on the ball of the back foot. 3-legged downward facing dog. Now guide your right knee all the way across the body. Kick your leg up to the side. Open up for falling star. Straighten out both legs. Now feel your shoulder blades integrate into the back body. Lift out of the waist. Good. Here for 3. Do you have more space to give for 2? And 1. Incredible work. 3-legged downward facing dog. Bring your foot all the way through to the top of the mat. Okay, listen carefully. All 10 toes now face towards the right. You'll come up high, or you'll come up into the knife edge rather of your left foot. Good. Now inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, gaze towards your left toes. Inhale to reach up. Step into your right foot, and then exhale, bring it down. Good, here for 3. Nice work, last 2. 1 more round. And now sit into your left hip, swing around, bring your right foot towards the inside edge of your left thigh, inhale, and then exhale, you fold. You invite more space in. Every inhale, you lengthen out of the waist, and as you exhale, you fold. Let go of any tension that doesn't need to exist here. What would it feel like to simply be? Right here, right now, in this very moment. Inhale, you rise all the way up. Bring your right hand down towards the earth. Right knee comes down, left foot drops down, and lift all the way up and open for a stargazer. Feel the space. Root down, lift up even higher. Take another inhale. As you exhale, you drop down. Good. Extend your feet forward. Bring your hands down behind you. Root down into your feet. Lift up for a reverse tabletop. Maybe it's a reverse plank today. Root down. Feel your inner thighs. You might even let your head drop back if it feels okay. Last 3. So good. Drop down towards your hips, cross your ankles, and we'll flip over, meet in downward facing dog. You're doing great work, almost there. Your right leg floats high to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee. Now bring your right knee towards your right wrist, setting up for a half pigeon. Now if that doesn't serve you for whatever reason, know that you can take a deer pose, bending into your knee. Maybe you need to be on your back for a figure four. You choose. If this feels okay and you're ready to surrender, you're more than welcome to it. If you'd like to play, then you're more than welcome to bend into your left knee. And you can reach for your left foot. Maybe you have space. You can start to bring your left toes in towards the crook of your left arm. And that keeps your left hand so you can reach your right arm and you just catch that bind. If that feels okay, you'll start to draw an internal rotation of the thighs and lift out of the waist. Good, really kick into the hand. Nice, here for 3. So good, you guys, for 2. And 1, release the grip. Bring both hands down towards the mat, downward facing dog. And then we'll explore. Your left knee draws towards your left wrist. Good. If you're working into that half pigeon variation, maybe you're working into deer pose. Good. If you loved that mermaid variation, then you'll bend into your back knee. Reach behind you. You'll start to draw your right toes towards the very crook. And then if you've got your hand free, then you reach for it. Good. Now can you think more about lengthening out of the waist here? Kick into your hand and lift your elbow up towards the sky. Here for 3. Last 2. And 1, release, let it go. Arrive onto your left hip, swing your legs around. And then whenever you're ready, you'll find your way onto your back body. Hugging your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a nice squeeze. Good. That's it for us today, our 30-minute flow practice. Again, my name is Sheila. Take Shavasana as long as you need or any other stretch. I can't wait to see you again soon. Namaste.